What do you think Australian wine should really stand for?
It should stand up for itself. For a long time, Australia, not only did it emulate the European styles in the way it was made, it emulated the European styles by calling itself Burgundy, Claret or Champagne. And when the EU crystallised and formed itself up as a serious commercial unit, and it stopped Australia and the rest of the world using its own appellations, it empowered Australia in a way that we didn't realise at the time. And Australia pioneered the use of Chardonnay and using terms that were a little more clearer to the customer on what it is they were buying. It gave them an insight into what goes into a white Burgundy at Chardonnay, what's Chardonnay, and the curiosity got raised. So, but Australia has got so much going for it. It's got, huge expanses for a start, but it's got so many great little pockets and regions that in themselves are their own appellations. And those all give fantastic expressions. The amount of winemaking skill that's out there is really starting to highlight those as well. And again, it's communication and marketing, but the rest of the world sees us as one big thing, not realising that Australia is bigger than Europe or bigger than America. And we need to just get that message out. And it'll take time, but we've got time. And I think the other thing is that people should be aware of is we really have some of the most cleanest environment in the world. Extremely clean air, extremely clean water, beautiful soils that are quite untouched. All we have to do is care for it and make people understand. In a world where people are drinking more organic or more vegan or whatever, we've got a lot to offer, all of that sort of growth in the future.
Yeah. And for Kaesler, for Kaesler, the next decade, what's our vision of going and how do we ensure we achieve that?
The next decade will be one of consolidation, I think, where we're just going to really knuckle down and see what the future looks like. But really it's to get more and more detail out of our vineyards, because the great vineyards of the world, that's what they do. They keep pushing and persevering and trying and experimenting new things. It's getting out the last 1 or 2% of quality, and you should always strive for that. The other thing is we're all getting a little bit older around here, so there needs to be a generational shift. So we need to start thinking about who's going to take on all these programs next. And so with that, we've got time to do that, but there's a lot of information in a viticulturist or a winemaker's head or a chef's mind or whatever that you just can't write these things down. They need to be conveyed either through language or through tasting or walking in the vineyard. They're just not things that can be written in a book. So we need to have some sort of crossover period there. In the next decade we'll incorporate that quite heavily, but we built something that's an excellent foundation, and we took it from the Kaesler family, we purchased it from the Kaesler family, and we've done our bit. And in Australia we have a saying, leave it a little bit better than how you found it. So we believe we've achieved that, but we now need to find the next generation that will actually go forward and build on it one more time.